All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the official press conference for Glory 16 Denver that'll be taking place on Saturday night at First Bank Center. It is Glory's first return to U.S. soil since we were in New York City in November, so we're very excited as we are with our partner Spike TV to be able to share what we believe to be the most exciting combat sport on the planet.
Some people say it's kind of like riding a bike. If you don't ride a bike for a long time, when you get back on, it doesn't take you as long to figure out how to do it as it did when you first jumped into it. I kickboxed first, and that's what I've always done. As far as since birth, I just wanted to be Tong Po. That was it. And I made a transition. I stepped away from kickboxing for a few years, made a transition over to MMA, and then when it came back to getting back into kickboxing, I did realize that I did have to make changes to my stance, my punches, my kicking, just the entire mentality. It took a little while, not very long, but it was rusty in the beginning, but it all started to flow. It all came rushing back to me, like as if I had gotten kickboxing downloaded into my head like the Matrix. Like it came back pretty quick.
I don't know if that's the first time you heard that about Errol, saying that he's going to inflict some punishment on you for beating his teammate Jamal Ben Sadiq. Just wanted your reaction to that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If someone knocked out one of my mates, I'll be wanting a bit of payback too. So we'll see what happens.
I will take him back for Jamal. This is 100%. It's a promise what I make today. And this tournament is a big thing for me because the winner from this tournament will get the cup for Roman. And I need it. I need to bring it back home to my family. So it's a big thing. There's all your gentlemen. Look out, be careful. Yes, I feel very good, and I believe in my own strength. So I will do my best, and I will see the audience and all my fans what I can do Saturday. So everybody watch close on Spike, and don't blink for sure.
To be the world champion is the biggest thing in Glory in my weight class. So I prepared hard and I look forward to Saturday.
Yeah, this world title fight is a very big opportunity for me in my professional career of kickboxing. So it means a very big achievement, not only in kickboxing but also in private. So it's very big, and I'm very glad to be able to fight here in place of Nicky.
I mean, just like Pat Berry say, when you cycle, it's something that comes back very naturally. I think it's, I got an opportunity with Glory and I felt very comfortable about it. And I feel good, I feel honored to be here today and honored to take part in a Glory 16 Saturday night.
I was never an MMA guy. I was always a kickboxer who happened to be in MMA at the time. Like Zach just said, the reason why he pursued boxing is because he had no opportunities to continue with kickboxing. And myself, with kickboxing, it kind of, at a point in time, it got to a point where it kind of started to die down a little bit. So I made the transition over to MMA. You know, by doing that, I always, in the back of my head, always wanted to get back into kickboxing. At some point in time, I just wanted to know, before I died, I wanted to kickbox again. I wanted to feel the 10-ounce gloves again. I wanted to get in the, bounce off the ropes, something. You know what? I really wanted to have a 3-minute round again. To me, there's nothing more euphoric than being able to have a kickboxing match again, than being able to stand across from another man and test myself, my training, my fortitude. How much do I want it versus someone else who is coming with the same, if not more, like bite down for it. And it's almost like it's one of the things that after a while I kind of started thinking maybe would never happen again, but it is happening, and this is cool.
Nicky Holzken is at #1 in the rankings now, and you know people talk about him being clearly #1 in the world. Do you agree with that assessment?
No, I don't agree. Holzken lost to Lucien Nuzny twice. I beat Lucien Nuzny. Lost to Kishenko, who's also a welterweight. He hasn't fought me yet, so how can you be the undisputed #1? I think he still has a few challenges ahead before he can be the undisputed #1. So I don't consider him #1 at the moment.
I'm prepared very well. I know this guy in the tournament. Every guy is dangerous, but I prepare for myself very good. I feel confident, you know. I believe in myself. For this fight, I trained so different guys. I train two big guys, so like Everton Teixeira, to Pedro Rizzo, other guys also big. I not train to Nogueira's brother for this fight. I train to other big guys like Pedro Rizzo, Everton Teixeira.
How is it different preparing for a four-man tournament in kickboxing?
Даже выступая в ММА, я всегда работаю в стойке. Так что стойка мне ближе.
I have no problems. I have no problems to fight MMA or kickboxing. I have always trained for both way, and all the names he just listed, he has no problems train with them and all that. He always have an advantage by standing up. He likes being in stand-up positions, and he's ready either way.
You know, this tournament having four guys very big, very strong, you know, dangerous guys. For me, it's so important because for my country also, for me, I want to be number one in the world. I take this tournament for me, you know. I stay one step more to number one. That's why it's very important for me.
So there is a weight lifted off of the shoulders. There is a bit of a relief of, okay, you know, we finally can just stand there and hit each other until either somebody quits or somebody goes to sleep. So being able to get back in there and now, you know, with 10-ounce gloves and just hitting each other until either somebody quits or somebody falls out, like that's something that I've had a longing for a long time, man. And it's great to finally be able to get back into that position to be able to do it. It's 100% strikes, 100% striking. There's no stalling, and the percentage of knockouts when it comes to these fights has got to be something ridiculous. There's got to be something up there. Like the fights get finished on how often do the fights go the distance? Not very. So it's 100% strikes, all punching, kicking, knees, guys falling out left and right. Find one person that doesn't find that attractive. Find one person that doesn't think that any of that like is something that's appealing to see, and you will find that's an alien. You need to get rid of them. Like that's kickboxing is where it's at, man. Glory is where it's at. It's 100% strikes, no stalling, and everybody's getting knocked out left and right. Maybe one or two fights go the distance. And to make it even more ridiculous, there's dudes sitting up here that's going to do that more than one time in a night. Like that's beyond, that's craziness. You have to be a very particular individual, a very highly motivated, self-motivated, self-driven. Because when it comes down to it, there's no amount of coach slapping you and yelling in your face. If you don't want to get out there and do it, if you don't want to swing for the fences and throw bombs and be the best in the world, you're in the wrong sport. You need a new hobby. This is where it's at.
Saturday, May 3rd, kickboxing returns to the U.S. with Glory 16 Denver. Karapetian and Devant meet in an explosive welterweight world title headliner. The heavyweight contender tournament brings out the heavy hitters Zimmerman, Edwards, Haritonov, Silva, and MMA master Pat Barry makes his Glory debut. Glory 16 Denver, May 3rd at the First Bank Center. Get your tickets now at altitudetickets.com.